quicker you're here, the faster you go. That's why where I come from, the only thing we know is
Alright everybody, what is going on? Welcome back to another video. In today's video we're going to start off with a little bit of research on my man Gene Upshaw. Gene Upshaw, number 56 on the NFL's greatest players of all time list. Let's have a look. Okay, what do we got here? Eugene Josiah Upshaw Jr., also known as Gene Upshaw. August 15th, 45 to August 20th, 2008. He's unfortunately passed away. He passed away at 63. Also known as Uptown Gene and Highway 63, was an American football player for the Oakland Raiders. He later served as the executive director of the National Football League's Player Association. In '87, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. He is the only player, he's also the only player in NFL history to reach the Super Bowl in 3 different decades with the same team. Yeah, that ain't happening again. Unless Tom Brady does it. Wow, that's insane. 6'5", playing in the 60s, 255 pounds. He played for the Oakland Raiders. He's a one-team man, which is fantastic, from 61 to 81. Wow. He was born in Robstown, Texas, graduated from Robstown High School, played college football at Texas A&I University, where he was a member of the Alpha Phi Alpha fraternity. Alpha P Alpha. The frat houses, right? Tell me about the frat houses. What are they like, man? Anyone in a frat house right now, comment below and let me know what it's like. Upshaw married Jimmy Lee Hill Upshaw. Together they had one son, Eugene Upshaw III, and later divorced, unfortunately. In 2011, so he died in 2008, his wife noticed his breathing was laboured, so she convinced him to go to the emergency room, where he was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer on August 17th. On August 20th, he died. 3 days later. Fucking hell. In 2011, his son filed a lawsuit regarding how the will was handled at the time of his father's death, stating his father was too ill to be able to understand the document he was signing. The case was settled out of court prior to the trial, but the facts of the case created more conflict between retired players and the National Football League's Player Association, with several prominent retired players lashing out at Upshaw and his family for a $15 million payment in his will, and citing the large number of disabled and broke veterans who had no resources. However, the reporting also showed that the $15 million was a deferred payment from Upshaw's long tenure as the NFLPA head, and the money was taken out of his salary during that time and served as a de facto pension separate from the issues that were causing controversy. So it was all good. Okay. After his sudden death, the NFL announced that the opening weekend of the 2008 season, all 32 teams would wear a patch on the left chest of the jerseys with the initials GU and the number 63. Upshaw's jersey number with the Oakland Raiders. The patch was also painted onto every NFL field for week 1. So he had a legacy, like it says. So he was pretty legendary then. I don't know what position did he play? Guard. Okay. He's a 2-time Super Bowl winner, but he's the only player in NFL history to reach the Super Bowl in 3 different decades. Huh. And believe it or not, he wore number 63. He died at age 63 and wore number 63, also known as Uptown Gene and Highway 63. I'm wondering why he was called Highway 63. I'm thinking because he created highways for his running backs to run through. But we'll see. Let's watch Gene Upshaw.
And I'm watching the Kansas City Chiefs as a college kid.
Whoa!
The Raiders and the Chiefs hated each other.
Here come all the Raiders!
Did they? Holy Toledo!
And I see Buck Buchanan dominating everybody. Nobody can stop this guy. Al Davis goes out and finds a guy named Gene Upshaw. Big, huge specimen, sticks him at offensive guard just to stop Buck Buchanan.
So that's how it started.
Nobody had ever seen a guard that big.
That little guy that I got a block on so little, I might run right by him. Still there.
I got there about 2 or 3 years later. I watched him become one of the greatest offensive linemen in the league. Al Davis brought Bob Brown from the Eagles onto our team, and Bob Brown had this gigantic thumb, and he'd stick that thumb right into the guy's ribs. And it wasn't too long before Gene Upshaw had the thumb, which was permanently broken.
Oh my
During the
God.
season, just on Sundays.
The damn officials on me, I know it. Oh, I lost him good.
How the fuck can you get away with that? That's like putting a cast on your arm and playing with it. That's a weapon.
He's gonna check my pads the first time he get a chance.
Believe me.
Oh my God.
Whether it be legal or illegal, Gene Upshaw knew anything to win.
That would certainly help.
38, 0.
Oh,
Is what Gene Upshaw did best. In his 15-year career with the Silver and Black, Oakland had just one losing season.
The silver and black. New Orleans, here come the Raiders.
And Upshaw remains the only player in NFL history to play in Super Bowls in 3 different decades.
This was our finest hour. This was the finest hour in the history of the Oakland Raiders.
Central to the success of those teams was the running game, with the player known as Highway 63 often paving the way.
The Oakland line is
I got it.
bring out Minnesota's front.
I got it.
He had the big arms with all the big pads on, just throwing these things, and guys just be bouncing off him.
We should run down these guys' throat.
Gene would pull from his left guard position. He would get out there so fast and just attack.
That's it.
Just run.
Man, that's some beautiful blocking
And those
from the
backs
guard.
right on his backside. You couldn't even see it back because he was so big.
It's sort of nice when you turn the corner and you look into that defensive back's face and he looks a little frightened because he's got 260 pounds running there. You okay, pitch?
Yeah, I'd be frightened too. I would be.
Pitch. I hit him with a forearm while ago, so he's out. He's out on his feet.
Let alone watch him become one of the great offensive linemen. I watched him take over the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, let's go, buddy. Get after him. Got him down. Now don't let up. We got to go to work. 1 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody on time. Come on, Phil. Come on. Let's get it out of here.
There's nothing more brutal than an offensive guard slugging it out on every down. When you got that guy being the leader of your team, that's a guy you want to follow.
Just go straight up Highway 63. Straight to the end zone. I like that one. That's cool. The next one's Earl Campbell, a player I am familiar with, and I can't wait to watch that one either. We're getting into the top 50, guys. We're nearly there. The quality's only going to get better from here. We've seen a lot of old people, you know, a lot of old footage, and I appreciate that. I really do like it. I would say out of the 45 players I've watched so far, I've recognized maybe 10 names at most, which means that I've learnt about 35 new players, which is fantastic. That's why we're doing this. I really hope you're enjoying the series. I am. The next one's Earl Campbell. I have heard that name before, but I don't think I've watched this. Oh, and it's presented by Jerome Bettis. The Bus. I like that. Alright guys, is Jerome Bettis the Bus? It is the Bus, isn't it? Yes, it is. Anyways guys, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit the like button. If you want to subscribe and come back for more, please do. I'll see you then. Peace out.